I want him to do is, oh, every time he puts his hands up there, oh my gosh, that feels good. You know, because he says, stop, don't. I want him to say, don't stop. Oh. Okay? And then walk. But what about when I want to put the bridle on? I got to do it now. It's Saturday. I'm almost out of time. Tough. This is why people have problems, is because they put it in that little box there, and the horse has got to fit inside that little bitty box. But what we can do is we can just do this. And what this has to do, because I have more people say, but I got 4 horses. How long is it going to take to do all this? Well, this is a way of life. It's not you do this and you just, after a while, you just do this with everything. Okay? You just make sure there is no brace. So we're after what we call 0 brace. I've got an Aunt Wilhelmina, and that lady's got brace. Oh my God. I don't care what you say to Wilhelmina. You know, the other day I said to her, you know, it was last Christmas, and I said, I see about once every 10 Christmas, and I said, Wilhelmina, I said, Dad, what a nice sweater you got there. And she went, what's wrong with my sweater? Anybody got an Aunt Wilhelmina? A lot of brace in there? I said, nothing. That day glow orange looks great on the extra 40 pounds you gained. You start to see how, let's go up here and see something nice. It ain't about getting the bridle on. It's about when we get in this position, when we look like this or this, okay? Because no horse is any taller than the tip of his ears when his nose is touching the ground. Raise your hand if you've ever seen someone get a knee ache, bridle in a horse, or a neck ache, bridle in a horse. I'd rather get a knee ache than a neck ache, okay? So we've got to teach him to put his head down, all right? So I'm taking the time here, because he's real sensitive up here. See, the vertebrae go like this for about the first 3, and then it goes inside of his neck here. So there's no, like if I was a lion and I clawed through there, it's not going to hurt very much. But if I get him up here, I kill him. And they know that that's the kill zone. Every animal knows where his vulnerabilities are, and every predator knows where the kill zone is. So that's the kill zone. So I got to be real careful there, but I got to get it to where he loves me to be there. Because at first he says, stop, don't, stop, don't. And I want to say, don't stop, don't stop. Okay? And see him kind of biting that plastic over there? So what I like to do is I like to, you know, like I notice that, and I did that 3 times. That just means he's getting, you know, he's confident enough, he's multitasking, right? He can do 2 things at once, that's all. All right, and then here we go. We're going to walk off again. Come on here. And we're kind of going, how you getting along, Gail? Okay. Tell me what you've learned so far.
Patience.
Patience? I saw this 3 vultures in a tree on a t-shirt today. Patience, my foot, let's go kill someone. But can you see how just a little time here on this, getting in this position, that this now means I'm going to love on, I'm going to make things good. And it's these muscles here that are around that we've got to need to love. Okay? So we've got to just not do this when it's time to bridle. We've got to do this so that we 9 out of 10 times, he's thinking, oh, that's going to be something real good coming here. Oh, yeah. And then pretty soon he'll get there. So that's the first thing. Now let's work on something else. We'll come back to that. Raise your hand if you learned something yet. Anybody learn anything? Even those folks that have been here before. Hey, when I was at your stage, I could not get enough Troy Henry, Tommy Gibbons, Ray Hunt. I could not. I still can't, but they're gone. And you know what the darn buggers did? Actually, what they didn't do. You know what they didn't do? They went and died and didn't leave back the program. They did not leave thousands of words and video footage. It feels pretty good here. Okay, I like that. We're going to call this the porcupine game. So I'm just going to pretend like I'm a dominant horse, and my fingers are going to get stiff like a horse's bites, and I'm going to push him around. Because if I push him around, we can kind of get rid of some of that. And what we want to do is we want to find out if the hindquarters feels as nice as the front end. Very good. I like that. Very good. Very nice. All right? So what I like the people to do is to kind of get a logic around what they do with their horses. And I want you to see some things, because a horse can only do 6 things besides stand still. So I want his head up. I maybe can push right here and find the up button. Okay? Just push here. And then the down button. Okay? But a lot of people don't know that. Then they try to stuff the dang halter or bridle is too dang tight on. Now you ready? Down here, down these legs. If I reach in here, go 1, 2, 3. And reach over there, go 1, 2, 3. And go here, go 1, 2, 3. You see? That's the up button. There's a little gland on the side of the legs here. What are they called? Chestnuts. Okay? So we can go here, watch his back. 1, 2, 3. There we go, go forward. Oh, that's not the forward button, it's the up button. Up, shake, up. So there's some of the things that we learned. Maybe he's got an extra sensitive belly line. Okay? We're going to rub him on that belly line here. Instead of pressing that, we're going to rub him. Here's the up button on the hind leg. You can squeeze the back of the hock. Are you guys seeing how the horse is picking his leg up to me? I ain't picking his leg up. I'm getting him to pick it up. We go here on the tail. Let's see here. See if we can find the up button for the tail. It'll be in here somewhere. And here's the down button. All right? Let's give her an hand, will you? So now, that's our field, all right? Now what we've got to do is we've got to start getting to where we call implied pressure. Who's ever gotten on a horse and moved some cattle? Who's ever wanted to do that? Oh yeah. I want to be your cowboy. I want to be your cowboy. All right, everybody, you ready? You're going to pretend like you're cowboys, and the cows are kind of getting tired and slow, so what are you going to do? Come on, start slapping your legs. Drive them doggies on. Come on. Yeah. Okay, now this time, instead of doing it just like that, try using grade B Western movie Indian music. Ready? Here we go. Together. Watch. Real soft. Start soft. Everybody. Come on, you guys. Now faster. Louder. Louder. Now, rub your leg, because it's not hot, isn't it? Okay, so that rhythm, and then it got more intense, and then all of a sudden, woo, doggy. So that's what I mean by the driving game. So what we do is we start off real soft, and then we just keep getting more intense. Because if you stay the same, that's how you get a horse confident, okay, or desensitized. All right, so we want to go here like this. Who saw him run into the stick? Watch. Because I started way out here. Now that time he got the heck out of the way. So this is proof that horses were husbands in their last life. Take them a couple of tries to get the heck out of the way. Now let me clarify here. This is a men-only question, all right? Men, say yes. All right. No, you're. Every one of us has been told by a matriarch in our family, never ever put your finger on a fan. You know, right? All right. Raise your hand, men, if you have never touched the fan. There ain't one man-child in here. Don't get that hurts. All right, here we go. And see how he's getting out of the way. And getting out of the way. And then he gets to the glove. Remember that drive line that I was telling you that Bud Williams told me about? Right there. Everything behind it. Everything in front of it. So what we got to do, we got to always be able to do nice things, and then we got to be able to drive it. All right? Now we're going to go back here and drive this part. And see how he looked at me? Did you notice when I played that Indian music on his hindquarters, he looked at me? So if you ever have trouble with a waitress that won't look at you, I carry a little string in my pocket. You know, you got to get 2 eyes before they'll take your order, but I guarantee you what, you do that a couple times and you'll get 2 eyes and more coffee than you've ever ordered. Okay, so now we're going to go here. So this is game number 3. We're driving around here. Now, I didn't ask him to go in a circle, but he went in the circle because he got himself parallel to me. Okay, let me show you now. See, he's now parallel to me. But if I play the game from a distance on his hindquarters, watch what happens. He will become perpendicular to me. He is now perpendicular. And he's looking at me like that. What did you do that for? You wouldn't look at me, that's why I did that. So I call this, the technical name for this is hide your hiney. It's the hide your hiney game. Right? And now, what we got to do is, okay, see, now all of a sudden we got some leery stuff, and now we've got to go back to the friendly stuff, right? And now we've got to go back to the, let's do something really nice again. And remember, we talked about this as being our challenge these years, right? In bridling and stuff. So we now got to, so every chance we get, we're going to go back and do this for him and with him, okay? We're going to get into where he just loves to have that up there. So he learns to hurry up and relax. Get responsive and hurry up and relax. Hurry up and be okay. So this is a real lateral approach, not a direct line approach. Right? So now let's see if we can drive him backwards. Okay, so did he go backwards? No, he did not go backwards. He went through the pressure. So when they told us, remember when Gail told us that he lunges forward at the people who are holding him in the front, it's because he doesn't go backwards very well. So we're going to start here. We're going to start again. We're going to work on going backwards. See him going forward? Who sees him going forward? He's not going backwards. He's going forward. And this is why backing here is biting. It's because he has to go forward in order to bite. Who's ever seen a horse standing right here, coil up like a snake, over it, somebody else's horse's butt? Huh? They lunge forward. They don't back up and go. They lunge forward. Is that making sense to you? So that's why backwards cures biting, because we give him getting out of a position where biting is not even something that's in his vocabulary. Now, it's not that good. He's not that good a backer yet. All right? There we go. And he's looking at me like, what in the world is going on? But what we want to do is we want to get him to where forward is good. Who can see backwards not quite as good as forward? All right? So we got it. Who's ever seen someone show up at a horse show and say, can somebody help me back my trailer out of here? All right? Where are you supposed to practice backing? When? No, when? When are you supposed to practice backing? Before you ever drive it down the road, get out in the park and out in the back lot somewhere and practice backing. And instead of bumping into cars and other trailers, you put little orange cones around and practice. Is this making sense to you? So what I'm talking about here is what we're going to do is teach people, share with people. What are the things that we can learn to do? All right? So now you can start to, your handlers now, Gail, they can stand here like this and say, no, don't do that. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to play a little game here. I'm going to kind of put this out in here a little bit, kind of take a step back. Right? I know it's hard to push a rope, but it ain't impossible if it's attached to a horse. Okay? So can we push this horse backwards from here? Yeah. Let's see if he'll lick his lips here. In a moment. First he'll probably blink his eyes, move his ears. There's his ears. There's the eyes. There's the head. We want him to digest our